Oh, hi, it's your old buddy Zoo here, and if you recall, about a week ago, I reviewed the Anbernic RG557, and while it's still probably the most ergonomic handheld I've ever used, there are a lot of performance issues that were bothering me. Like, it wasn't outputting what this chip should be able to do, and it was weird. And you know me, I'm curious, like a cat. That's why my friends call me Whiskers. So I did what I normally do when I'm confused or have a gripe. I went to the RH Discord. We were sharing information, and some fella named Dozer and our buddy Gamma from Gamma OS, they were sharing some possible scripts we could run. Maybe max the CPU, eke out a little bit more performance. Once we went down that path, I started using some benchmarking tools. I ran the tools with performance mode on and performance mode off because I kind of suspected it wasn't really doing anything. It wasn't making any difference. While I was doing that, Derek was using ChatGPT, or I don't know, maybe he had scripts for dummies, and he figured out some basic scripts we could run to unlock high performance mode on all 8 cores of the CPU. So with the previous benchmarking data in hand and that new script, I reran the benchmark stuff, and we actually unlocked a little bit over 10% of a performance boost from the default. Oh, by the way, I also confirmed performance mode toggle did nothing. If anything, scores were lower when high performance mode was on, which is just great work, Anbernic. Just quality Android build right there. Then, yesterday, right before I started filming this, Gamma came out of nowhere with a brand new script. That unlocked 2 or 3 more percent performance, so now we're almost 15% stronger than this thing was when it shipped. And oh, by the way, before he actually bricked his 557, Gamma also was able to pull some Mali drivers. So we have 15% more performance, we have drivers for the emulators that will support it, so I decided let's do a more in-depth, high-end game showcase. We're going to do some PS2, some GameCube, some Wii U, 3DS, maybe another console. I don't know what it could be. But anyway, I'm going to show you what this 557 can do all cranked up. I'm not going to leave a direct link in the description because I don't want people melting their devices and getting mad at me. But it's pinned in our Discord in the 557 channel. And there are tons of people in there if you need troubleshooting. So that's the way to go for now. I haven't noticed any issues besides the battery life being shorter, but who knows? We did reach out to our Anbernic contacts to tell them all this, and the hope, I guess, is that they would release an over-the-air fix that essentially makes the performance mode toggle actually work and do something like this script. That'd be the safest option for most users, and I really hope they look at our work, Gamma's work, Derek's work, Dozer's work, the Discord's work, look at that work, and go down that path. Woo! Anyway, without further ado, here's the high-end gaming showcase. Just some housekeeping. I'm going to have this thing plugged in because I'm playing a lot of high-end stuff and I don't want to kill the battery. And I'm going to do a couple of things with a Bluetooth controller hooked up with the screen clearly in frame for maximum detail. And then I'm actually just going to pull footage directly from the device. But I swear, on my honor, as Zoo from Zoo Reviews, it's all going to be just footage I captured from here. I'm going to have FPS stuff in the corner. You're going to figure it out. We're going to start out with Outrun 2006, Coast to Coast, and this was chugging at 1x, even with undervolts and overclocks and all the other stuff we had when we originally tested the 557, and it's running now at 2.5x. The performance patch from Gamma really allows you to unlock the true potential of this device. I also probably had a memory leak kicking in last time, because it's the only thing that can explain how I went from 1x with all those tweaks to 2.5 with no problems at all. Drift. Steady. Ah! And now, of course, we're using the footage taken directly from the 557. You can see all the FPS stuff a lot clearer. And we're going to stick with this for the rest of the game as you watch me slipstream my way across this racetrack and across several different consoles. So I'm going to shut up for a minute and you can enjoy this smooth gameplay footage. Oh man, I don't know, I got pretty good at drifting in this game. Kind of tempted to do it in real life, but I would almost certainly die. Here we have God of War 2, and I'm stupid, so I forgot to show you what the upscaling was, but it's 4x. You can tell from the resolution in the top right corner. And I'm fighting this giant Colossus fellow. Alright, if anyone's squeamish about, like, being stabbed in the eye, you're gonna want to look away in 3, 2... Now we got Gran Turismo 4. And I originally recorded a bunch of footage of me driving around a Honda Odyssey, but just like driving around a Honda Odyssey in real life, it's not very interesting. I'm really bad at Gran Turismo 4. Like, as good as I am at drifting in Outrun 2, I'm like inversely good here. Just gonna crash into stuff left and right. Break. Kingdom Hearts always confused me because it's like Final Fantasy X, but with Mickey Mouse. I never got into it when I was a kid, or I guess a young adult. And maybe it's one of those series I need to just kind of immerse myself in. I mean, Jillanimal seems to like it, and he likes some stuff, but I don't know. What was it with, like, the early 2000s where everyone had giant shoes? Like, these guys look like they're wearing goofy shoes, but they're supposed to be these serious RPG guys. I don't get it.
My turn. My turn. Come on.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Oh, Lord, is that a bunch of skulls? And covered in maggots. Yeah, I hope Ashley's okay. Oh, God. Pick up some bullets, and what's behind me here? A window. I wonder if I can just go back down the steps. Nope, right through the window. Tuck and roll, buddy. Oh boy, oh geez, he's got an axe right in my face. I better like learn how to shoot, huh? Just retreat over here, and pow, pow, pow. Right in the neck. Kick. That's a pretty sweet kick. Good job, Leon, whatever the heck your name is. All right, steady. Inverse the controls here, Zoo. Shoot that guy right in the knee. And the belly. Now you're dead. Here you go, Matt Davis. I hope you're happy. It's raining. This game runs in like a 1-to-1 ratio. I don't understand why. I don't know if I screwed it up at some point. You can see there in the top right. It's 1-to-1 PAL interlaced. I don't know. What I do know is I would not want to be around watching this rally as I drove around because I would probably kill 100 spectators and myself eventually. You'll see.
Over crest into 5 left short, 6 right. 80. Keep right. Into 5 left cut. Caution, all outside. 6 right. 40, 5 right tightens back. 100. 6 right, over crest. 100. 5 right short, into 5 left short. 200. 6 left tightens. And caution, 4 right long, slippy. 60. 4 left.
Got Sly Cooper. He's like a raccoon. He's got a mask on. Does he have a mask on top of his natural raccoon mask? I don't know. Anyway, we're running at 4x. Watch my super stealth as I immediately set off the lasers and then just smash the alarm. I mean, why give me the option? If I'm supposed to be stealthy, right? Just why give me the option of being able to smash it? Because I'm going to smash the alarm every time. It's just easier.
His office is behind the red door. That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it. Way to go, Sly! This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
This is just how I normally would drive around on a Friday night after a couple soda pops. Whoops.
At least I don't know this piece of crap.
What's wrong with you? You didn't see me stopping the light?
Dragon Quest VIII here. I'm not going to show a ton of gameplay footage, but if you know anything about this game, you'll know that this part of the very first town is make or break for an emulator. Like, it'll run great up until this point, and it will tank hard. And I'm running it at what, 3x here? It's not even skipping a beat. Switching over to GameCube, and we can run a ton of stuff at 3x minimum, which works out to 1080p. We can go higher, and we will in some of these games just to max out the performance, but as you can see here with Windwaker, 1080p is beautiful. I like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I don't care what people say about it. Boy, tell you what, I think the cell shading in this thing holds up, especially at 1080p. I also like Link's little noises he makes as he's murdering these goblins, and they just turn into a giant explosion of ash. What's going on here? Up next, we have Rogue Leader, which I've shown you before, but now we're playing it at 4x native resolution. I said it before and I'll say it again, but this game was really, really far ahead of its time. It's almost like a PlayStation 3 game. They just somehow made work on the GameCube.
Going after those fighters.
We've just lost another transport.
You see here at 4x, we're hovering just close to like the breaking point. Like sometimes you dip to 98, sometimes you're at 102, but 4x is really pushing it, especially for Dolphin on the 557.
Our transports are getting ripped to pieces.
Engage those fighters. Attacking the ties. Whose side are you on?
Super Mario Sunshine is another one that was chugging along on the default settings, but it's gone beyond those limitations with the CPU cores unlocked. It's not like, 4x like we had with Rogue Squadron, but for a game that ran really, really poorly out of the box, now you got double resolution, and it plays very, very smoothly. And you got between 40 and 50% extra wiggle room. You could go to 3x, but I think you'd have way too many dips. 2x is okay, it's 720p, it looks beautiful, especially in this cartoony style. Now let's watch Zeus struggle playing F-Zero at 1080p here. Well, you got to start the engine, Zoo. Not a great way to start this race. Somehow won. How? Well, pure skill, I suppose. Here we go. Very small child racing adults on a Sea-Doo. What could possibly go wrong? Oh god, there's dolphins everywhere.
Good, you passed the first buoy. All right. Good. Good work. Turbo time, kid. There you go. Past the yellow buoys on the left. Nice riding. Nice rigging. Start, kid, but don't give up yet. These punks can't race. You've got a turbo. Past the yellow buoys on the left. Yep. Nice. Watch your back. That's good, kid. There's that turbo for you. Take the boys on the correct side. Last lap. Put these chumps out of their misery. There you go. Nice. You've got a turbo. Come on, kid. If you miss any more buoys, you're disqualified. Excellent. Yep. Turbo time, kid. Excellent. Not bad, but you can do better.
And just to round out GameCube, here's some Fire Emblem at 4x with plenty of wiggle room under the hood. You could probably go up to 6x, 7x maybe, but why? What's the point? If you're already at 1080p, why do you need to go higher? It's just a vulgar display of power. Wii U is one of those things on here that either works or it crashes. A lot of it is due to the immaturity of the emulator compared to other systems, but as you can see here, Mario runs almost perfectly, but later on, I'll get Star Fox running, and it crashes almost as soon as you start shooting your blasters. And like I said earlier, you got Star Fox, plays for 13 seconds, and it crashes. It's just the nature of CMU. Now my go-to tester game, Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia, has problems on the 557. It just doesn't want to run well with Vulkan, so I have to use OpenGL, and that limits me to 2 to 3x upscaling. And there's just like a hair of hesitation still in the game. Like it shows 30 FPS, but it feels like 28. Regardless, a ton of other games on here will run at 5x with Vulkan on Azahar, so it's a solid 3DS machine outside of a couple titles.
Just leave it to me.
Just say the word. Allow me. Come at me, fools!
You see her Fire Emblem Awakening, silky smooth. It is what it is, I suppose.
Come on!
You mess with the wrong one, Garrick. Oh, I dodged your axe. Now you're dead. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bwarg. I hope when I die, I have the presence of mind to say Bwarg. We got Dragon Quest VII here running at 5x. Just spinning around like crazy. No lag, no dips, nothing. Just beautiful. here's Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which is kind of a bear to run on the original version of the 557. It didn't even run at all on the 556. So to get this thing running at 4x, 5x on this thing, depending on the map, pretty sizable power bump.
Take this! Hammer! Come on! We can do it! Bring it on! You've been protecting me since I can remember, mate.
Hey, don't sweat it. Before you know it, you'll be the one watching my back.
Take this! Hammer! Beat! Boom! How good are we? Hey, let's go for a quick. We can definitely do this!
Not even a challenge.
Piece of cake!
And now we got Metroid Samus Returns. I forgot to take a picture of the settings, but it is running at 5x. Silky smooth at a solid 30 FPS. Very playable. Any issues you see with me trying to do these combos or these counters, purely a skill issue on my part. No latency, no hiccups in the actual game. Now, we're just in the early stages of this, and I'm still running into some compatibility issues, but the performance gains on some of these Switch games is intense. Like, Odyssey was kind of chugging along even at 0.75 resolution, and now we're at 1x resolution at a very solid 60 FPS. Oh, by the way, I can actually snap the 557 around to do this spin throw. It has gyroscope in it, so just imagine me thrashing my controller around to do that cool move. This will work with or without the Mali driver Gamma scraped together. The driver, by the way, as far as I can tell, it only works on UZMMR, and it doesn't really give a noticeable boost that I can see, but the option is still there for future tinkering. Switch games on here, they run really well, or they just won't load at all. It's very, very hit or miss, and a lot of it, I mean almost all of it, comes down to the fact you have a Mali GPU on here, and just there's no driver compatibility like you would get with a Snapdragon. Holy crap, it's Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm gonna throw my hat at him, Gary. Nice. You all have effed up, because now I'm a dinosaur. Seeing some FPS dips as I turn into Tyrannosaurus Rex and destroy all the terrain, but it's still pretty smooth. Oh god, that's a really tight bridge, and I fell. Wow. Well, Gary, it's time for What Did We Learn? We learned that a 10 to 15% performance boost can actually mean a lot when you're talking about games that just almost ran. Tweaking the performance mode also allowed us to unlock a couple games that ran like trash, and now they're fine. It's super weird. And we're still in the early days. Like, maybe we can still squeeze out more power. Gamma mentioned something about the 557 using all 12 gigs of RAM for Z RAM, which is wildly unnecessary. Now, if it was Zoo RAM, it would probably be an amazing handheld, but since they're putting it in Z RAM, it's probably contributing to overall lower performance. So who knows how many extra little 2 to 4% chunks of extra power we can start to pile up. We might even be able to get this thing way more performant than we have it now. I found out halfway through the video that Anbernic was planning to release an OTA patch for this on or around May 6th. It theoretically went live already, but I still haven't seen it on my device. See? It's not the current version. I know there's a new one out there. Having an OTA patch is great news for all 19 of us that have one in the US, but I mean, at least it's an official fix. We're going to have to see if the patch gives similar benchmarks to the tweaks we got from our Discord, and I will post about it on Twitter. Now that we've unlocked the real power of this thing, I'm going to do an RP5 and a Flip 2 versus 557 video. So let me know if there's any games we showed that you 100% want to see compared, or if there's something I didn't show that you want to see for the first time. I'm still not crazy about the RG557 at the overinflated tariff price point, so hopefully that blows over pretty soon, and these can go on sale for closer to $200. If they hit that price, or maybe even a little bit lower, then I think we might have ourselves a real winner. But the prices are just all over the place now. I think the best deal we found from a reputable site was like $300 from GoGameGeek. They also have one that's cheaper on AliExpress, but who knows what the shipping's going to be. I do know GoGameGeek beat everyone else's price for the 556, but honestly they can't do much with this with all the tariffs. That's not great. But if you thought this video was great, then remember to like and subscribe and all that jazz. It helps out a lot. We're really pushing for 100,000 subscribers, and I really want that metal YouTube button in my house. That'd be sweet as hell. It would confuse all of my guests. Anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye.